Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all the praises and the glory to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Ba'asham, Rakah Kodash. I want to give double honors to our beloved apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to our sincere brothers pushing His truth throughout the four corners of the earth, risking their lives week in and week out to feed the elect of Israel. Shalom to the 144,000. Shalom to the 1/3. And I hope and pray that this is edifying to the listener. My name is Brother Ahab. Now, the inspiration for this lesson, I was watching our beloved brothers earlier on, and this is part one of a very informative and very edifying lesson. Okay? Part one, how Esau destroyed the food industry and profits from sicknesses, disease, and death. Okay? So it was on our beloved elder Rakarakam, our beloved brother Shakal, and our beloved brother Ratazar Amath. Now, Lord willing, I'm going to put this in the description box, okay? Before I forget. So, our beloved elder Rakarakam, his channel is GMS Fear the Most High 7 Ga. Our beloved brother Shakal, his channel is GMS Prisoners of Hope 3. And our beloved brother Rataza Amath, his channel is GMS FAQ. Okay? So I'm going to put them in the description box, and Lord willing, subscribe to those channels. Okay? Beautiful, beloved brothers. So I'm going to entitle this from the book from Ezekiel 28, verse 3. Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. Okay? And the beloved brother Shakal brought it out in the beginning. So let's play it first. All right? And please, Babakasha, watch that lesson. This is part one. So Lord willing, they'll do a part two when the spirit is permitted. And it's very edifying. All right? So let's play a little bit of this.
Hey, all right. First and foremost, we're going to say all praises be unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, and Kakadash. And then we're going to say double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, all right? And shalom to the sincere, elect, teaching the truth of faith and sincerity. And, hey, man, us brothers here just gathered to go into a topic that brothers been talking about for months. Just how, Esau has totally destroyed the food industry and how he profits off of literally just keeping people sick, and the title is how Esau destroyed the food industry and profits from sickness, disease, and death. And we can't forget the scripture says that he's wiser than Daniel. You know what I mean? So that as you know applies mainly in wickedness in terms of this guy searched everything out. So when we talk about things like type 2 diabetes, type 1 diabetes, high blood pressure, and many other things, he's already got a long list of research on how to heal like a lot of these issues. But he chooses not to because it's for his profit. You know, and Brother Shah, bro, if you're going to go to that chat GPT folder, you know, where I said give 30 reasons, you know, I think you scroll further down.
Right, so I'm going to leave it there, right? So Baba Kasha, let that video do all the talking, right? I'm just going to bring a couple of scriptures. And to prove that how the spirit is so powerful, because this is all spiritual, right? You see that brother, the brother Shakal, he's into the herbs, all right? He's into, you know, remedies and you name it, that beloved brother Shakal, right? Because years ago, that beloved brother, okay, he got me on because I was very ill at one time and he got me on. This is going back about what? Let's say about 8 years ago. He got me onto the sauerkraut, all right, and the kefir, and that helped me, right? But I don't want to keep this lesson too long because I could say some things about all these beloved brothers in that camp, GMS London, GMS London. Oh, come on, slip me. Oh, it come to me in a second. Salakia, right? Fog brain, right? But this beloved brother here, Shakar, he just goes into deep things, man. Searching out, you know, herbs and blah. When I first used to see him years ago, when I joined the camp, when I was in the camp. I mean, not in the camp. That's when I first met them. He was always had this big bottle, like a 1 liter, of like mixtures like smooth, like a smoothie with all greens. Yeah. I can't remember the names that he had. He blended it up, but he's always drinking it. Every Saturday he had that big 1 liter. And he's always, you know what I'm saying. Brothers know what I'm saying when they hear this, if they hear this, yeah? All right? He's always into his herbs. All right? So, anyway, it's a beautiful lesson. All right? There's so much I want to say, so I don't want to get too confused. Right? So, like I said, when we started off, the part 1, how Esau destroyed the food industry and profits from sickness, disease, and death. Right? They're wiser than Daniel. All right? So listen to this now, right? I'm going to read the scripture. Ezekiel 28, verse 3 to 5. Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. This is what the brother read. Therefore is no secret that they can hide from thee. Okay? With the wisdom and with thine understanding, thou hast gotten thee riches. All right? And hast gotten gold and silver into thy treasures. By thy great wisdom, right? But they got wisdom on the left-hand side. All right? Because as the beloved brothers, they're false prophets. Right? And by thy traffic hast thou increased thy riches. You remember what they do, you know? They create a scenario, they tell lies, okay, for you to believe, but at the same time it's getting you sick. Then you can run to Esau for the want of all things. You know, you go to the doctors. Yeah? And thine heart, which is a mind, is lifted up because of thy riches, as Esau, Edom. And I tell you what, shortly, within months, they're going to be put down. Okay? So, what I want to say, this is spiritual. Before I was watching this lesson here by the beloved brothers, just before, something came up in the spirit, an article. I saw this article. I'm not sure if it's recent or it's a year ago. All right? But it's from the earth.com. Right? And it said, scientists prove that, remember, they're wiser than Daniel. Scientists prove that fish suffer intense pain. Okay? That's quote unquote. intense pain for at least 10 minutes after catch. Calls made for reforms. Okay? So this is what the fish feel when he catch them. But remember though, when the Lord created fish you can't put a number to it. You shouldn't be running out of fish. There should never ever be a shortage of fish. There should be fish in abundance. Okay? Right? So, listen to this now. Revelation 11 verse 18, and the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead, and that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto those servants, the prophets, and to the servants, to the saints, and them that fear the name, which is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yoshai, Ba'Shem Kodash, small and great, okay? And shouldest destroy, this is where the key point is, this is coming, and destroy them that destroy the earth. All right? So, the reason why I'm saying this, going back to the fish now. Now, you see the scriptures. Oh, you can't even put a word to it. It's so magnificent and beautiful. These scriptures, everything is in these scriptures. When it comes to life, it comes to sex, when it comes to food, when it comes to how to live, how to walk, how to run, how to talk, how to do this, how to do that. Everything is in this holy scriptures. Okay? And you have a thing called the dietary law, which these so-called Christians are hypocrites. Oh, God knows my heart, but we know the hearts are deceitfully wicked, right? They eat shrimp, pork, and crab and lobster, and they, the Lord knows my heart, right? That's all bullshit. I've experienced that before, going to many churches, all right? So listen, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. Now, I speak as a man. Listen to this now. I speak as a man. Who knows? I don't know. Do you remember the event? The true account when Yahushua fed the 5,000. I'm going to bring that in a second. All right? Now, going back to this fish now, they said, as they said in the article, scientists prove that fish suffer intense pain for at least 10 minutes. So I don't know. The reason why I'm saying this, right? I'm speaking as a man, right? Remember, when women give birth these days, they feel pain. They have to be injected, all in epidurium and all that kind of stuff, and they try everything. Drink a gallon of olive oil to make the birth pain be much easier. All kinds of things you hear, right? But in the kingdom to come, you women, when you have a child, when you give him birth, it's going to just move, it's going to slip right through with you're going to feel happy when you're having no more pain in the kingdom. Okay? So because we live in this wicked kingdom right now, this unrighteous kingdom, even the animals are going to rejoice. Even the birds, the trees, everything's going to rejoice. So who knows? Even when you catch the fish, they're not going to feel no pain, no suffering, because everything is, this kingdom's going to be beautiful. Lord willing, we make it. Lord willing, we make it. I pray from the apostles come right down that we make it, right? The first time when Yahushua returns. Because we want to experience that. No pain, no suffering, no crying, no mourning, no. Nothing negative in the kingdom. Down to the trees are going to rejoice. We keep on saying this all the time. The animals are going to rejoice. Right? So who knows? I'm just saying this. When you catch fish, right? Because everything's going to be in perfection. Fish are not going to feel no pain. No suffering. You see? He says scientists prove. And remember, they search at all things, right? So what is messed up really? They know these things, because remember what we learn from our apostles is that you have to know the truth in order to say a lie, right? You have to know the truth in order to say a lie. So that's why they can't get rid of the scriptures, because they search at all things. They read the scriptures, and they have money. They pay people, whoever scholars, to try to dissect and whatever. They're good at dissecting. But when it comes to dissecting to make everybody not suffer, they don't want to do that. They want to keep all the riches to themselves. That's why it's a wicked and fucked up society we're living in. And if you don't want to get out of here, there is something wrong with you. Right? The scripture says, they love not their lives unto death. We hate this place with a passion. Hate it with a passion. Okay? So, let's go back to, what did I read a second ago? Revelations 11 and 18. Right? And should destroy them that which destroy the earth. Here's this now, Matthew 14 and 13, right? Because you have to prove all things, all right? Because Yahushua, he did so much miracles, right? When Yahushua heard, Matthew 14, verse 13, when Yahushua HaMashiach heard of it, he departed thence by ship into the desert place apart. And when the people had heard thereof, they followed him on foot out of the cities. Salakia, I'm a little bit slow today. My mind is a little bit slow today. Salakia. And Yahushua HaMashiach went forth and saw a great multitude, and was moved with compassion toward them, and he healed their sick. And when it was evening, his disciples came to him, saying, This is the desert place, and the time is now past. Send the multitude away, that they may go into the villages and buy themselves victuals. But Yahushua HaMashiach said unto them, They need not depart, give ye them to eat. And they say unto him, We have here but 5 loaves and 2 fishes. Yeah? Miracles, man, miracles. He said, Bring them hither to me. And he commanded the multitude to sit down on the grass, and took the 5 loaves and the 2 fishes, and looked up to heaven, and blessed, and brake, and gave the loaves to his disciples, and the disciples to the multitude. And they did eat, and they did all eat, and were filled. And they took up of the fragments that remained 12 baskets full. And they that had eaten were about 5,000 men, beside women and children. You see? That just shows you how the miracles, you see, going back now to this, the reason why I'm saying, again, how the fish in the sea, right? Because you remember, they destroy the earth, right? Because of the pollution. Now remember, they want to eat shrimp, crab, lobster, and that's all an abomination to the Lord. Because remember, shrimp is the bottom feeders, all right, of the ocean. Now, if everything was done decently in order in the ocean, maybe, I'm just speaking, when these fish are caught, they're not going to feel no pain. In terms of like 10 minutes after, they suffer pain. Right? Because everything in the kingdom is going to be done decently and in order. There's going to be no more pain, no more suffering. The animals, the fish, the what they call the fish now, what they call that? I soon tell you, because I know it's crustration, right? Animals of the crustration, crust, crustacean. All right. So everything's going to be in order because they destroy this earth. Everything is out of course. The sky is out of course, the chemtrails. Where we live in, everything is defiled. Beneath the sea, everything is defiled. You see where it's going? You see where it's gone? Where it's going and where it has gone? That's why this earth has to be destroyed and renewed. It needs to be refreshed. You see? So, now remember, if the waters were purified, right? Because you remember, there's nothing, you see, the Lord created animals, even the pig, that swine's flesh we mustn't consume. That is here for a purpose. You see, the shrimp is for the purpose of the shrimp is to clean the bottom of the ocean. And on the earth, right, the pigs, the swine, is to feed, to clean the earth. You see? But we're not supposed to clean. We're not supposed to eat those defiled animals. We're not supposed to be eating shrimp and crab and lobster. Right? And fish without scales. This truth is beautiful, man. Right? This truth is beautiful. So let's go back again. So we spoke about that. Oh, yes. So we said what? And they that had eaten were about 5,000 men, beside women and children. So expect these miracles to come back, right? Daniel 2 verse 44. And in the days of these kings shall the Lord our power of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed. Because what? Esau, Edom destroyed the earth. Okay? Wicked. And the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. You see this new kingdom to come? It's going to stand forever and ever and ever and ever. This is why we say for eternity. You cannot beat, you cannot put a price on eternity. You see? Proverbs 11 verse 1 to 3. A false balance is an abomination to the Lord our power, but a just weight is his delight. Now I'm going to say something. Oh, just remember this. The beloved brother Ratazar Amath, in the same lesson there, he said that the did he say China or Japan? He said when it's on the pack, like strawberries, what is written on the pack, that's what it's going to consume. Now let me tell you how these people are wicked. Now this is what I clocked on about. I tell you what, I'll be honest with you, about 8 years ago, I clocked onto this, right? Now, you see, Esau, they're wicked. When I used to go shopping, and I used to pick up, let's say a pie, okay, a chicken pie. It says made from 100% beef. So like 100% chicken. It could be beef too. But when it says made from 100% chicken, now listen to this now. You see, people don't want to read. They pick it up and go put it in the trolley. But when I used to look at the back of it now, it says chicken, 40%. 40% of chicken. But on the front of it, it says, oh, made this chicken pie made from 100% fresh, succulent chicken. Now listen to this now, how they're deceptive. They're telling the truth, you know. They're telling the truth. But they're telling a lie. But that's a false balance. That's how I read it in the scripture. It's a false balance. Yeah? Because guess what they do now? Let's use an example. If you get 1 pound of pure chicken breast. What they're saying, what they do, they'll get 1 pound of pure chicken breast. Then they'll add 1,001 ingredients, caking agents, something to puff it up, or whatever kind of ingredients they use. So it moves from 100%, that one pound of chicken breast, it would turn to 10 pounds of chicken breast because all those additives. But they're telling the truth. There is 100% of chicken breast in it, right? But it's like when you're eating it now, to make it sound easier, it sounds confusing. When you're eating it, you're not eating 100% of chicken, right? So they deceive you that there's 100%, which is true, but they add. But what it is, you're paying for 1 pound of chicken. You're not getting 1 pound of chicken because they spread it out now and add all the preservatives now to get, like, say, 20 pounds of chicken, and they portion it up to say, oh, this is 100%, which is, they're telling the truth, but it's a lie. Yeah, because 100% chicken is made from 100% chicken, but with the additives and stuff. So what you're putting in your mouth is not what, okay, to make it easier, whatever you're putting in your mouth is not 100% chicken. It's a false. So we go again. Proverbs 11:1. A false balance is an abomination to the Lord, but the just weight is his delight. This is his delight. When pride cometh, then cometh shame, but with the lowly is wisdom. The integrity of the upright shall guide them, but the perverseness of transgressors shall destroy them. You see? So no matter how you want to try to be righteous in his kingdom, there's always people that's transgressing the law, making things worse, getting something a truth, and turn it into a lie. Right? So anyway, that's all I wanted to say. So Baba Kusha, I hope you get what I'm saying, right? This place is nothing but wickedness and it needs to go. So Lord willing, I'm going to put the lessons, that lesson in the description box. Elder Rakarikom, the brother Shakal, and the beloved brother Rataza Amath. All right? So we give all the praises and the glory to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Ba'asham, Rikah Kudash, and double honors for teaching us his truth, teaching us and guiding us through this truth. Much love. Shalom, shalom.